Good day everyone. So we are now at experiment number 9, which is for the parasitology infographic. So here are the group members. So we do have Campilis, Magadan, Shoho, Arcibal, and Aseniola. And now our chosen topic is about cestodes. Cestodes is a class of parasitic worms in the flatform phylum. Most of the species in the best known are those in the subclass Eucestoda. They are ribbon-like worms as adults, known as tapeworms. Tapeworms or the cestodes are flat, parasitic worms. There are 4 main intestinal cestode pathogens of humans. The Taenia saginata is a beef tapeworm, Taenia solium is the pork tapeworm, Hymenolipsis nana, dwarf tapeworm, and the Diphyllobothrum letum is the fish tapeworm. Cestode infection spreads when eggs laid by an adult tapeworms in the intestines of definitive host are excreted with feces into the environment and ingested by an intermediate host. Eggs hatch into larvae, which develop, enter the circulation of intermediate host, and encyst in the musculature of other organs. When the intermediate host is eaten raw or undercooked by the definitive host, the parasites are released from the ingested cyst in the intestines and develop into adult tapeworms, restarting the cycle. So this is now the representative structure of a tapeworm. This is based on Taenia solium or the pork tapeworm. Functions as an anchoring organ that attaches to intestinal mucosa. Its head is composed of 2 parts as well. So that's the hooklets on rostrum and then the sucker. So moving down to the neck region. So its neck is an unsegmented region with high regenerative capacity. If treatment does not eliminate the neck and scolex, the entire worm may regenerate. So for the body, we do call it the strobilia. The strobila is also composed with 3 parts: the immature proglottids, the mature proglottids, and the gravid proglottids. The rest of the worm consists of numerous proglottids or the segments. So proglottids closest to the neck are undifferentiated. As proglottids move casually, each develops hermaphroditic sex organs. These proglottids are gravid and contains egg in a uterus. Mature proglottids contain a single ovary. Eggs are noted because they are visible on microscopy. Now we would like to discuss about the disease caused by having cestodes. So this is what we call the cysticercosis. So this is a parasitic infection that occurs when a person ingests the egg of the tapeworm, the Taenia solium, which once again are the pork tapeworm. So the larvae can penetrate the intestinal wall and migrate to various body tissues, including the muscles, brain, and eyes, causing symptoms such as headaches, seizures, and visual disturbances. Once again, cysticercosis is a parasitic tissue infection caused by larval cysts of the tapeworm Taenia solium. So these larval cysts infect the brain, the muscles, or other tissues and are a major cause of adult onset seizures in most low-income countries. So this is common in many parts of the world, especially in areas where sanitation is poor. Most patients with cysticercosis are typically aged 10 to 40 years old. However, cases have been described in every age group. Now, where it came from. So people eat raw undercooked pork containing cysts of tapeworm larvae, which is the cysticerci. So in the intestine, cysticerci matures into adults. which attach themselves to the wall of the intestine. Third, adult worms produce segments that bear eggs called proglottids, which may release eggs or detach from the tapeworm. Fourth, eggs or the detached proglottids are passed in stool. Pigs or people are infected by ingesting eggs or the egg-bearing proglottids. Next, the eggs develops into spheres which invade the wall of the intestine. So after that, it will result to cysticercosis in people and cysticercosis in pigs. Lastly, the spheres travel to muscles and other organs and develop into cysts. In diagnosing tapeworm infections, so for adult tapeworm infections, microscopic examinations of stool. For larval disease, imaging. Adult tapeworm infections are diagnosed by identifying the eggs or gravid proglottid segments in stool. Larval disease is best identified by imaging, such as EG, brain CT, and OR MRI. Serologic tests may also be helpful. Now the question is there treatment for cysticercosis? Well, the answer is yes. Infections are generally treated with antiparasitic drugs in combination with anti-inflammatory drugs. Surgery is sometimes necessary to treat cysts in certain locations when patients are not responsive to drug treatments or to reduce brain swelling. So typically, its treatment involves medications to kill the parasite, and in severe cases, a surgery may be necessary. So for prevention, we should thorough cook the meat, such as the pork, beef, lamb, game meat, and fish. Recommended temperature and at times vary. And then we need to prolong freezing of meat for some tapeworms. So it is also good to have meat inspections. That would be also helpful. And then sanitary treatment of human waste. Well, smoking and drying meat are ineffective in preventing infection. Alright, so I think that will be all for today. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you all will have a great rest of your day.